Well, hey there everybody, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day or night, and welcome back to my channel as always. I'm Deluxe. Alright, let's do another freaking Transformer review because I love some freaking Transformers. And today we'll be taking a look at the QQT-02. These are the Predacons. This is a core class kind of thing going on with Headstrong and Tantrum. It's part of the Predacons, the forms Predaking, everything. First things first is when I got the package, I haven't opened this at all. Still the tape is on there, right there, and stuff just shaking around in there. I was like, oh man, I hope nothing broke because it had to come all the way from China. But yeah, there is the box art right there. Looks pretty good. And on the back, nothing really. Everything, you got them, all that stuff and everything. So, like I said, yeah, this is a core class version. So go with your core class, you know, Hasbro stuff and everything. I was looking forward to this, so hopefully I won't be disappointed, but we'll see. But yeah, let's get right to it. As always, like, share, prayers, and Care Bears. Hit that sub button for me if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. And I got these at Show Z. So go Show Z at the top. Hit Deluxe32. Really helps out the channel. And if you want to become a member, hit that follow button. Really helps out. So let's get right to it and talk about QQT and the Tantrum and Headstrong from the Predacons. Let's go. All right. So let's take a quick look what they come with. Comes with instructions. Easy. Should be easy to transform. They're just core class. Everything shows you how to transform them to bot mode. They come in alt mode, and how to combine them because they are the legs and feet of Predaking, or their legs and everything. You get nice thick stock, little display card, I guess, whatever. Pretty nice. Looks pretty good. That's nice. You get these. These are what was rattling around with these little pieces right here. They are 3D printed. I don't know what these are for. I'll have to do some research. I think they may go with combine mode or something, maybe. Not for sure, but I'll have to see. But yeah, these are 3D printed. I think everything's 3D printed. Here's the guns for them. Just black plastic. Looks good. Once again, you do get the feet for Predaking. You do got a nice little rocker, a little rocker right there. Looks pretty good. And everything. So you get two of those. And you get these two little acrylic stands or whatever for them. So that's pretty cool, I guess, if you want to display these with them. That's neat. They come in two pieces. This little round piece, you just tab it in, and there you go. All right, so there you go. Other than what these are, which I don't know, they look like leg pieces or something. I'll have to find out what those are. But there you go. That's what they come with. All right, so before we look at these, I went and looked, and these are leg fillers. They are 3D printed leg fillers. I don't know if everything's 3D printed, but we'll get that in a second. But yeah, these are the leg fillers for the in their bot modes and everything. So that's what these are. I know somebody's going to try to correct me when they first watch it, but that is it. All right, man. These things feel like Dollar Tree plastic. Oh my. First of all, this leg is loosey-goosey. I can't even hardly get it to stand up. Stand up. It's going to lean, like that. If you just fart on it, it is going to move. But the plastic feels really, really cheap. My goodness, it is really bad. But here is, this is Headstrong, I think. I get confused. This is Tantrum. I think it's Tantrum, I think. This is Tantrum. All right, I'll figure it out in a little bit, but it doesn't matter. Man, these things are bad. My goodness. Well, you do got a little paint. You got the yellow, right there. You got a little black on the horns. You got a little white on the, the eyes. The mouth does not open. It got a little tail right here. I guess that's supposed to be the tail. That's a yellow paint right there. The rest of it, you got a little white paint right here. My goodness, come on now. But yeah, you got well over articulation. You got little, I guess, a head. If you come on now. I guess that's a head. Everything doesn't. Yeah, it does swivel, so that's good. All right, you got that. All right, so can't go. I guess you got knee bend. It's a little tight, which is good. You got forward and back. A little outwards right here. That's going to be the arms right there. So you got that movement right there. Okay, you got a swivel right there. Like I said, you got this, and you got a knee bend, but it goes forward. So I guess you can do that if you want to. And yeah, there's him. Golly. All right. We got Tantrum. I think that's Headstrong. Yeah, this one's Tantrum, I think. Once again, really light plastic. They painted the tail red. That's good. You got a little bit yellow right there for the white. or for the eyes. And there you go, a bunch of see-through stuff. Really, really light. All right, so you do got swivel, and once again, you got to do that. You can break the sculpt right there. Out there, you do got knee bend and forward. That's pretty cool, I guess. These do move. You want to leave them up there, but I think they're supposed to go like this. Once again, this back and forth, and the knee bend. Really, golly, these feel really flimsy. What you can do is you can take the, just like the G1, you can take the guns and you can put them on their backs like that and like this. All right, I don't know if I can even tighten that up. Maybe I could put some Kiki in there to maybe tighten that up a little bit. I mean, I'm not going to leave. They're going to be in combined mode, so it really doesn't matter. But yeah, you got to stand up. There we go. All right, there you go. There is Tantrum and Headstrong from QQT and their alt modes. All right, so there is Wheelie right there. We got Dr. Woo Woo Woo. There's Cosmos. We got Magic Square. This is Prowl. And then we have Magic Square. Got their one of their Dinobots, Slag. Which I don't have my core class Dinobots out. We got Toxictron from New Age. And also Sunstreaker. Here is Siege Red Alert. And last but not least, as always, Dustbuster Jazz. And there's some scale for you. All right, so let's go into combined form. That's where they're going to go to anyway when I have them, but we'll do that real quick. So basically just fold that up right there. What you want to do is you want to turn this around like that. That's not even... Come on now. Then you want to fold this down, fold this down. I think that's how they're supposed to go, like that. And then you want to open this up so you can get ready for the... Jeebus. Basically it's supposed to kind of look like that, I guess. You can use either foot. There's not a right or left one. Basically what you're going to do, you're going to slide this in. And then you're going to, go into these two holes right there. Try to secure that right there, which is not bad. It's not secure, secured right there. And there you go. You got one of the foots. I guess this is gonna. Yeah, that's gonna peg in. You're gonna flip that up, and you're gonna peg that into Razor Claw, more than likely, or the legs or something like that. And then with him, you're gonna do this. I think you. Okay. You're supposed to do this or something like this. No, you're just gonna fold these down. Fold these down. And then if you want, I guess you could flip these up if you want to. Doesn't really matter. Turn the head around, and then, jeebus. Okay. Untab that like that, and then fold the legs just like the other one, like that, and like that. I guess you could, yeah, be like that. Doesn't matter really, to be honest. Open that up. And then slide it in, giggity. And you also got to take, if you transform them from bot mode to here, you got to take the leg fillers out. And I'll show you that in a second with the leg fillers. And then secure that right there. And there you go. There they are in their leg modes. Probably the best mode. And like I said, I'm definitely going to use it for Predaking if I decide to get the rest of them. Not for sure. But there they are. And not too bad. Not too bad at all. Like I said, that's a little loosey-goosey right there. But like I said, they're going to flip these out right here, these little things, and they're going to go into the thighs or razor claw. But there you go. Leg modes. All right, real quick, I'm going to try to transform them into their bot modes. So basically, you may need a spudger to untab that piece, maybe. There we go. All right, lift that up. And slide this out. Man, it's in there good. Golly, it's a good fit right there, finally. Something good. All right. Let's see. So what you're going to do, you want to turn these like this, like this. You're going to lift this up right here. Then you're going to flip these around. Want to turn that around like that. And no, around like that. And let's see. that goes like that. That goes like that. Well, shoot. Maybe it goes like that. Oh, okay. There we go. Move that on the back right there. This turns back around. Oh, I'm so sorry. I screwed that up as far as transformation. And then you want to do, there's that. There's that. I think these will go like this. Push those in. I think that's how it goes. Yeah. Trying to look at the instructions. It ate me up a little bit. For such easy transformation, I just made it a little harder. Jeebus. I don't know if that's going to stay up, I guess. Hopefully it'll stay like that, if you want to stay like that. But there you go. That is how you transform Headstrong. That's how you do it. All right, get over here to Tantrum. See if I can try to get this untabbed. There we go. And one more. There we go. All right, lift that up. There we go. Good connection. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Predaking. That looks all right. Move this down. Move this down. And that's going to go like that. And then like that. We're going to do a flip these out. And then I guess they go like this. Yeah. Okay. And there, flip these up again. I'm going to do a 180. Nope. There we go. All right. Move those down. Move that down. Move the arms up. Then if you want to move these up right here, I guess you have them how you can have them however you want to. And then this tabs into the back. And there's the hands. And there's the hands. Flip these around 180 one more time. And there you go, finally. All right, so there you go. All right, so I already put the leg fillers, whatever the back leg fillers in. I'll show you how to do this one. Basically just line it up. I suggest don't press them in too hard because they are a pain in the taint to get out. But there is a little groove right here like that. And you basically just, and then the little U shape goes in there so it can tab in there. So push that in and then do the same thing for this one. And there you go. It actually adds a little weight to it, which is good because these are really, really light. Here's the guns. I couldn't tell. I don't know if this one's Headstrongs or Tantrums or not. I guess it really doesn't matter. You can have it whatever you want to, but I think that one is Tantrums and that's Headstrong. All right, so we'll look at Tantrum first since I got them in hand. Little yellow or orange paint for the visor. Little black paint right there, and a little orange paint right there. On the back, you already seen all that stuff. So, like I said, have that right there. As far as articulation for this guy, swivel, nothing up or down, really. I guess you got, well, that's right there. I guess you can do that, but it looks ugly. It breaks up the sculpt. On a ball peg, so you can get this right here. I guess you want to move this out of the way and everything like that. And there's that. You can go all the way around. You do have a 90-degree elbow bend, no bicep swivel at all, and nothing with the hands either. So I guess you want to move this out of the way. Waist swivel, I guess a lower waist. I don't know if it can the upper waist. No, it's attached right there. So yeah, it's a lower waist, just like with transformation. Almost a full Van Dam, not the quite full Van Dam. These get in the way a little bit. Kick up. Kick back, these are a ball peg, a little wiggle waggle right there, but you got a swivel right there because it's on a ball peg too as well. You get about 90 degrees for the knee bend, nothing for the toe. They're just painted on there. So that's that. All right, move him over here. We got Headstrong, same thing, just about swivel right there. You got nice red and yellow for the face. This black and orange is painted, it looks like. Very nice, black and yellow, black and yellow. And that's about it as far as paint. A little white, you already seen that, the yellow, everything. Okay, so yeah, like I said, swivel, and then this is loosey-goosey. Guess you can Get about right up to there, not the full. I guess if you want to pull this back out, you might need a little more, but not much. All the way around, a little bit wiggle waggle for a butterfly. 90 degree, same thing, no articulation there. Waist swivel, that is it, or lower waist swivel. He gets full Van Dam. All right, that's cool. Kick up, kick back, wiggle waggle right there. All the way swivel, 90 degrees for the knee bend. And once again, nothing for the feet because they're just painted on there. Or that's just plastic right there. All right, so yeah, there you go. And there's articulation for Headstrong and Tantrum from the Predacons QQT. All right, there's Magic Square Ultra Magnus Prime and the Mirage. And there is New Age Megatron, Optimus Prime, Bumblebee, and Mirage. And we got Dr. Woo Woo Woo, Ultra Magnus, Ramjet. We got Lucky Cat, Bumblebee. The only core class I have out right now, unfortunately, is a Wheelie. Then we got one of the Seekers from Iron Factory, and then Tis McGee Redguard. And there's some scale for you. And there's Crappagonics, Crappy Tool Paper, AAA Battery, Carmex, Care Bears, Kicker, and Squeaks. More scale. Well, hey there, everybody. If you made this far, as always, I freaking appreciate that. All right. Man, final thoughts on QQT and their Predacons. We got Headstrong and Tantrum, the two legs for Predaking. Man, these are not that good at all, man. Golly. Now, well, let me get everything in, negative and everything. So the plastic is just not really good at all. It feels really light. It just, like I said, if you fart on these, they will fall over. The alt mode and bot modes, they look, like, the Predacons, which is, kind of clunky and everything. I'll say clunky, but like square, especially the alt modes. They look like little square things and everything. One of my legs is really loose on this one. I guess I could try to put some Kiki on there and that might tighten it up, but yeah, that'd be fine. But yeah, I would definitely not get these for the alt or bot modes. The articulation's okay. It's decent for, a core class. There's not, I didn't expect very much. I wish they had feet so they could, move like a rocker or something like that. That would have been pretty cool. Paint on is very minimal. You do got some red and orange here and there, a little white on Headstrong. You do get the guns, which are, they're just black plastic, which is fine. Definitely, I like the combined mode so far. The leg modes are solid. I'm definitely looking forward to Predaking. I'm probably going to finish it off and get Predaking. It'd be pretty cool to have a little core class Predaking around, all that stuff, and go along with your Dinobots that combine. But yeah, I do like the combined mode. That's pretty solid. But other than that, like I said, I definitely would not get these for the alt or bot modes. They're not that good. But, if you like core class, you may love these, and that's all that matters. If you like it, you win. That's all. Okay? So, yeah, hit me up on like, share, Spurs, and Care Bears. Hit that sub button for me if you don't mind. Hit me on some comments. Let me thought of the review. Are you in for these guys? Man, they are really, really light, man. The plastic is just not that good at all. But anyways, follow me on TikTok and on Instagram. Go to Show Z. That's where I got these guys. If you want to buy these or buy some Transformers, hit the Lux 32 at the top. And I guess I'll see you in the next Transformer review. And as always, be good to yourself. Man, hell freaking Transformers and hell freaking QQT. Man, they got some Constructicons too as well, man. I don't know if I'm going to get those or not. But you can do the Scramble City with them. You can, put the Predacons with the, Constructicons, which is pretty cool. So I don't know. We'll see. But man, combined mode is going to be good, I think. But then separately, they're not that good. But hey, hope you liked the review. Good night, folks.